Hi, I'm Wayne Faree. Today we're going to show you the second part of the way we carved this design. The first part of the series, one two-part series, we showed the audience how to create this carving in the front of the bracket, and in this video we're going to show how we made this. Okay, in the last video we cut the front of this bracket, and we've done all we're going to do on the front of this bracket. And now we're going to come around and we're going to create a design similar to this and this. Now we could make it fancier with some carving in here, but we can't spend that much time on this project. So we're going to just do something, a simple scroll in the side here, and we'll show you how we do that. Oh, let's see here. This has got to be tighter because we want to cut a line in here to define this shape. And so we want this to appear as though it's coming around. So that's the line we're after. And then we're just going to make a simple sort of scroll type shape in here. And this is great because I have multiple choice lines. We're gonna grade on a curve. How's that? No pun intended. Just kidding. Yeah, that's a pun. Okay, only this part is going to show on this design, so that's it. You'll notice the sound of this as I come around here. I'm throttling down this air pressure so I don't accidentally come into this area. I want this to be a nice crisp line. So I throttle down the pressure as I come around this. And this is just a line here. That's all you're going to get because we're not sinking this down. Like we could sink it down like this. We could cut this area down so that only this border is here. We can make a molding under there. We can make it really fancy like this, but that's not part of this project. This is going to be a very shallow relief, maybe 3/8 of an inch deep. We'll see how it goes. Okay, now we'll go back and we'll define these lines a little better, and then we're probably going to wind up being down about, like I said, maybe 3/8 of an inch. And I may make this area somewhat concave. In other words, this being looking at it this way, it might be something more like this rather than just straight across. We're going to erase these lines, these pencil lines. And it would be one thing if the lines were accurate, but we weren't quite sure what we were doing, so I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is very simple. But I think what I'm going to do is try and put a little texture in this area to give it some contrast. Let's see if I can find a tool to do that with. I found this little tool in a toolbox, but it's not really meant for this hammer, although it does fit in there. So it might actually work. I'm going to do a test run to see if this will work as a texturing tool for in here. Perfect. Now we're using the tool, and we're just kind of like bumping this to get the desired amount of pressure to kind of just peck away at this. Okay, and that's basically it. That's all we're going to do here. There's when you're working stone, especially limestone, you're either cutting the stone or you're breaking the stone. What we've done here, we've broken the stone, and that's made the color of the stone a little darker. And so that's one way to get contrast in a stone. And the chisel is, it's about 5/8 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch wide. We can't fit it in here like this, of course, because you don't have room. So you just take it until you can get it out that way. So it makes a little bit different texture in there, which I don't know if maybe I can make it a little better. That's good. That makes it a little better. I kind of like to follow the lines that are already there. I find that works out pretty well too. It's not necessary though.